Hey everyone, this is Andy from Giz China, and today we're going to look at the Blackview Ultra Plus. If you've been reading the Fresh Goods Friday, you will see that we've already mentioned the Ultra Plus. It's a new phone from Blackview, and it's like a clone. It looks like the iPhone 6s Plus. So there's the packaging that comes in. It's a white box. Got the Blackview name there, and Ultra Plus written in the right corner. We got a few spec details on the rear. According to the box, we've got a 5.5-inch HD display. We've got a 5 megapixel front camera, 13 megapixel rear, 2 gig of RAM, and 16 gigabytes of internal memory. It's running a MediaTek quad-core processor. It does have LTE support. Let's take a look at it. So inside the box, we've already got this screen protector. There's already one applied to the phone as well. So this is the actual Blackview Ultra Plus. This is the white version. It's got a gold rear panel on it. I'm going to take a good look at this in a moment. Pop that to one side. Also in the box, we've got a few accessories. We've got this quick start guide, which is in English, and it just basically goes through all the details of how to use an Android phone. So if you are planning to buy this for someone who's never had a smartphone before, that can be quite useful. There's a silicone clear case there which fits onto the back of the phone. You can pop that on there and that'll protect the back of the phone and stop it from getting all scratched up. So that's included in the box. We've also got an EU charger there, Blackview branded charger. Got a set of earbuds, and there's also a hands-free microphone there too. We've got a USB cable. It's a standard micro USB, it's not a USB Type-C. And we've also got a USB OTG cable, so you could connect this up with another device and you could charge up other devices from this, although I'm not sure the battery is large enough to do that really. But you could also even connect different like accessories such as a mouse or other bits and bobs to the phone if you wanted to. And finally we've got this SIM tray removal tool as well, because that gold panel doesn't remove. Okay, let's move all this packaging out of the way. Let's take a look at the phone itself. So this is the 5.5-inch 1280 by 720 display on the Ultra Plus. As you can see, we've got white borders on either side of the phone. Got this 5 megapixel front-facing camera. And we've got this physical home button. You actually can press that button. It doesn't have a fingerprint scanner in there, so there's no Touch ID feature that we'd found on other Chinese phones and even the iPhone 6s Plus itself. So that's the front of the device. It does have a slightly curved screen. It's got a slight 2.5D curve to it. It's all glass from top to bottom. On the rear we've got this golden finished panel. Now this wraps around, it's a unibody design. It's plastic, it's not metal. It's given a metal finish, metal look finish. We've got these white panels with white lines here, just like the iPhone and other Chinese phones like the Vivo range and the Oppo range. We've got a rear 30 megapixel camera on the back, and it does protrude slightly there. You've got this little metal rim around there. We've got a single LED flash. Volume control on the left of the phone, so if you're holding it with your right hand, you can just get those with your index finger. And on the right hand side we've got a power button, and we've got that SIM tray. I'll just open that up for you now so you can take a look at it. So just pop that in there, and we've got just one SIM slot there, or we can also it's one SIM slot. No, let me see properly. No, you can use two SIMs in here, so you can use one on one side and one on the other. You may even be able to use a micro SD card in there too. Yeah, a SIM and a micro SD card, that's the idea. It's printed on the side. I'll just see if we can get that into focus so you can see it. Not sure if you can see it. You can see it just shows SIM and a micro SD card there. Alright, so we can pop that back in there. Okay, let's turn the phone on. I do believe it's running Android 5.1 of some sort, Lollipop. Let's take a look at this Android system in here. So in the hand, it's pretty lightweight. The plastic design is quite comfortable. It's warm to the touch, obviously. It's not an expensive phone, so being an all-plastic phone shouldn't really bother people looking at phones of this price range. Build quality is okay, it's not that great. I can hear a few creaks and cracks when I'm maneuvering it around in my hand. But to be fair, this was sent to me a while ago, and since then I have been to MWC and felt a production version of the phone, and it did feel a much more substantial device. Anyway, so we've powered up now. We've got this home screen there. I'm just going to unlock this. I'm going to turn the volume brightness, the screen brightness down so we can see it a little bit better. Let's take a look at that again. Okay, so we just hit the power button, that wakes it up. And you can see from the home screen, we've got this option to just unlock it. We can open up the camera directly. One moment, let's try that again. So we can open up the caller directly from here. There we go. And we can even open up the camera with a shortcut here too. And this is the 30 megapixel rear camera on the back. I'll have a look at that in a second. But if we just swipe up, oops. There you go, you can unlock it. And you can see we've got a ton of apps already built in here. So this is our home screen for the phone. It's not an iOS clone, which is what I was expecting, to be perfectly honest. It is an Android looking system. It's not stock, obviously. And we don't have any app drawer. All your applications are here. So you need to be really clean and careful with them and dead organized. Put them in all into folders. But when you turn the phone on, this is what it looks like. So going through it, we've got Zender application here, and this is to help download apps faster than normal. It's quite a useful little feature. We've got a downloads app there. Google Play Store, so there's no messing around with routing or installing Google apps. We've also got Gmail and Gmaps there too. Facebook's already part of the package, as is Twitter. And we've got our little dock here, and I assume we can add more apps to it. No, you can just add 4 apps to the dock. So you put your 4 most used ones there. And as you can see, there's a bit of a gap here at the bottom. And this is where the on-screen controls are. So although we've got this home button here, the chin of the phone doesn't have any capacitor buttons. But we've got this back button and we've got this options button there. Let me just hit that. There you go. And that gives us some options and the back button to go back. So a bit of a compromise there with the design. Swiping this way, we've got this music application. This looks like a lot like the Color OS application, the widget for playing music. There's no music in there, so we can't hear what it sounds like. We can also go straight into the video recorder there. So a shortcut from music to video, which is interesting. Alright, let's see what else we've got. If we go into the settings of the phone. So running through the settings, we've got a very standard looking Android Lollipop installation. We've got some gesture unlocks. I'll turn those on. I'm going to turn all of them on, so if you turn it on, all of them come on by default. And now I should be able to double click to wake. We should also be able to open up the camera and other things from the home screen too. So there we go, double click and it wakes up. Let's see what else we could do. It says we can write a C to start the phone, so let's try that. Alright, not fast, but it does work. Let's see what other features it offered us. O for contacts, let's try that. So it's pretty accurate actually. I mean, in the past I've tried these on-screen gestures on other phones and they've been pretty poor, but Blackview have done a good job of getting this to work. Alright, that's interesting. Now it seems to have stalled. There we go. Alright then, going down, if we look at the language, you can see we've got all our standard Android languages in there. And if we go back again, we can take a look at the actual operating system, which is Android 5.1. Okay, so it's a basic phone. It looks like an iPhone, so that's going to appeal to a few people, not to everyone, obviously. It's got some interesting features. The Android system itself is obviously a little bit buggy, but a few of the nice features do work. Those gesture controls do work. Let's take a look at the camera. So it's not extremely dark in here. It's not light either, really. So we might find that the camera is a little bit slow. Let's just bring something in to take a photo of. This is the Elephone P9000 back box. So there we go, that's a photo with the flash on. So we'll have to see what those really look like in the flesh once I've got them onto a computer. But the camera does work. So that's it. So this is the Blackview Ultra Plus, iPhone 6s Plus wannabe phone. Gold finish, 2 gig RAM, LTE, Google already in there as well. You know, if you're looking for a budget phone and you do like the iPhone look, it is certainly one to look at. But just keep in mind, it is a budget phone, it is plastic, there's no fingerprint scanner, and we've got this odd control system here with a bit of a gap. There are no on-screen, no chin controls of the phone. Alright, thanks for Blackview for sending this over, and you know, we'll have a good look at it in the coming weeks, and we may even do a full write-up review. Okay, thanks all for your time, and see you all soon. Goodbye.